one of the reasons that we go through these periods of stagnation where we don't really do anything with our lives is because either we have experienced pain by someone else's hands, or by the world's hands, or we've seen such pain in someone else. And because we're compassionate people, our first reaction if we caused that pain in someone would be to stop and fix it. And so we have a hard time digesting the reality that someone else in the world at large does not choose to do the same thing. And so when we stop and we do nothing with our lives, we're actually replicating what we wish other people would do, is stop and care about something, whether it's yourself, whether it's about other people, whether it's about the world. We really crave this stop and care kind of motion, and we aren't receiving it from anyone else, and so we're doing that ourselves. And that's a very human behavior. If you got your heart broken, if you are overwhelmed with work or school, if you feel insane watching people ignore the genocide in Palestine, and you're like, how is everybody moving forward and nobody cares about my pain, no one cares about other people's pain, everyone's so individualistic. It is so human to not know how to deal with that set of feelings. It kind of feels like you can't accept that reality, and so you just throw your hands up and stay still because you don't want to play ball anymore. It's not who you are to ignore someone else's suffering and to ignore your own suffering. That's not who you are. And so you don't know how to move forward because the path of moving forward looks like apathy, and that's not who you are, and so you just stay still. And I understand and feel that feeling with you. It's not your fault you've been stuck in place. It's very human. But that doesn't mean that it's good for us. When we're stagnant, it means that we're drowning in our emotions rather than learning to swim through them. But whether you choose to drown or swim doesn't change the ocean currents. Yes, we stay still out of compassion and a little bit out of rebellion for the circumstance, but that isn't what changes anything. That's what allows the circumstance to change us, and to silence us, and to squash us. But if everybody who is compassionate freezes in reaction to apathy, then the only people who are moving and being seen and leading are those with apathy. But we deserve space too, especially space that isn't suffocating us. So instead of waiting for others to stop and care like you do, what you need to do is embrace that behavior comes from a place of self-compassion and or compassion to others, and you need to learn to move forward with that compassion. You're not going to be walking down the apathetic path. You are forging your own path, and when people see footprints going down that trail, they just may be influenced to follow because you chose to move. And when you were stagnant, guess what path you were stagnant on? Yep. Staying still doesn't actually remove you from the situation. It only makes sure you'll stay in it. So let's all take the first step together, whether that is doing your self-care, whether that is taking a break from studying, whether that is considering finding a job that feels more good to you, whether that is speaking out politically. Take the step and do what you need to do, because doing nothing changes nothing, okay? I'm gonna send you some telepathic good vibes, hold up. Hey! Okay, love you, bye!